Hey guys, Lord X is here, bringing you a video on some things you should be making sure you're doing late game. In this case, I'm talking about your skill fusion and your rank buff. For starters, skill fusion. There is one for every major class. You've got your attack, tank, buffer, and healer. And these are pretty important late game, and the biggest aspect of them is to an extent they negate the need for what people have called EX dancing, which was a technique where you'd go quickly open your menu and activate skills while switching classes exceedingly fast. Now, however, the reason I said mostly negate is because some of these required switching to the other class types, such as buffer or healer. But a little bit of that has been cut with the skill fusion, because what they allow you to do, assuming you have reached level 5 of that particular one, is use skills that are not normally in that tree. For example, as a dual blade user, I can use anything within this tree and what I have unlocked for it outside of it, such as Tachyon Inversion and Thousand Rain Sword, both of which are Mystic Sword skills. However, because I have reached level 5, I have access to any attacker fusion skills that appear on the map, such as Elimination, as well as anything within other attacking classes, such as the Assassin's Blade tree, that I believe it is called Damned Blade, and Soaring Slash. As you can see, I have not unlocked everything in these, but assuming I were to go and unlock them, I would have access to them so long as I am in this skill tree. I do have a couple on my map, such as Attacker's Bash, which was a skill back from Hollow Fragment that could be used at default, as well as HP Growth, and the Crescent Moon stance and Valiant stances from Soaring Slash's skill tree. I have access to these because I have achieved level 5 of Attacker Fusion. And these can be given to your partners as well, keep that in mind. You can look at them through their buffs. However, it will still line up with whatever type they have. Moon, for example, if you'll notice, is an Assassin's Blade user, therefore she can get these. And the other thing you should be doing is your rank buffs. You can see them at the right of the screen now. I have a pretty decent amount. Now, these affect a little bit of your PvP multiplayer, as well as just your natural buffs. Next, we're going to go down a list and just show you, at least in terms of attacker fusion, because I can't switch them on the fly in the field. I mean, I can, but they won't be at their max. Just some of the crazy things you can do with this. And all of these are passive as well. That is the wrong thing. So you've got, and starting with the rank buffs, it's pretty crazy. You know, attack speed plus 5, movement speed plus 5, experience plus 10, movement speed plus 5, attack up 5%, defense up 5%, HP recovery 20%, drop rate 20%, max HP up 5%, recast down 5%, step SP cost down 5%, SSC chain plus 1, SP regeneration 2 per 1 second, movement speed an additional 5, attack speed, sorry, attack up 50, defense up 50. And this one right here, item use speed up, will be your best friend in the dungeon, the 1,000 floor dungeon. Increase sword skill damage 100%, not 100%, just 100 points. Max SP up 50. HP, you know, and a lot of these are just, that's actually not one of them. But, you know, and then you have the attacker fusion. And this is where you really going to want these passives. You'll have a pretty ridiculously high max SSC. In fact, it's the limit without certain breakers. It will give you the limit at all times without certain breakers to get it higher, because it is possible to have more than what it's at. So, and then obviously more SSC time for your chaining. That's my dual blades, and, you know, just an additional attack speed up. SSC cost down 30%. Now, this thing is your best freaking friend. Most sword skills take anywhere between 50 to 80 to 150 SP points. Now, not having to use those is amazing. You know, and just more increasing attacks and just everything on this list that it gives you is completely absurd. And then again, you can give this to your partner as well, depending on their class. But, so definitely something you should attempt to tackle as soon as it becomes available to you, which I think nowadays, with the current version, you can start using them at start of game. If not, it might not be till you reach the Salvatos ruins. Anyway, if you have any questions, as always, put them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But, again, as always, keep it real and keep it weird. Axis out, guys.